Hello and welcome to episode 42 of Rebuilding Chelsea on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. In the first match we'll be away to Nottingham Forest, and in the second match we'll be at home to Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League. So let's get straight into it, and I'll show you the team to face Nottingham Forest in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Nottingham Forest, and it is Unai Simon in goal. Back four is Cucurella, Botman, Silva and James. Bellingham at the base of midfield, Fernandes and Mount ahead of him. Sterling on the left, João Mario on the right, and Benjamin Sesko up front. So let's submit the team. Go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant manager thinks this is a match we should be winning. Make sure we do. So I'm going to pump the fists and agree with him, and let's get into the tunnel. Do you hope your team can produce? I know what we're capable of and believe we'll do well. How is the squad feeling right now? What's the sense you get of the mood? We're confident, we believe in ourselves, and that's always really nice. Sprung no surprises with your team selection. Can you get a result? I've always got confidence, so let's get out there and prove it. Nothing to go on, obviously. It's the first game of the season, so we are looking to get off to a good start and lay down a marker for the season ahead, as Lello plays it forward for Forest, and it ends up with our goalkeeper and Unai Simon, and the highlight comes to an end. So Niakite to Balogun, Niakate to Danilo, Lello plays it into the middle for Freuler. Sterling's intercepted and lays it back to Simon. Botman to Silva. Into Fernandes, onto Mount. Sterling turns it round the corner for Sesko. Runs through two Forest players. Cuts it across. And João Mario applies the finish. 5 minutes gone. It's Nottingham Forest 0. Chelsea 1. So great start, and we need to build on that now and try to get some more goals on the board. Corner to Chelsea, Botman with the left-footed in-swinger, headed away. Bellingham to João Mario, Bellingham again, out to Cucurella on the left, into the area, crosses it in, and Raheem Sterling with the finish. Is he offside though? The VAR is having a look. The goal's disallowed. It remains 1-0. So can we get another opportunity pretty quickly to double our lead? Let's demand more. That hasn't gone down terribly well. So I might drop and encourage in a minute, next time we get the chance. It is Botman though with a corner, and it ends up in the arms of Odero. He launches it straight down the middle, down Antonio Silva's throat. He finds Botman, and we can build from the back again. Botman into Fernandes, back to Silva. Silva over the halfway line to Mount, into Sesko. He plays it down the right for João Mario. Gets to the byline, pulls it back for Reece James. The cross for Enzo Fernandez ends up with Fernandez putting it in the back of the net. This time it counts. It is Nottingham Forest 0, Chelsea 2, and we've played just less than half an hour. So as it stands, that'll be enough to get us joint top of the table. One more goal and we'll be there in our own right. So Godfrey with the ball for Forest. Amaro to Freuler. Godfrey into Johnson. Plays it over the top. Botman intercepts and plays it to Silva. Bellingham to Fernandes. Cucurella. Forward for Sterling. Back to Cucurella. Into Fernandes. Cucurella to Sesko, onto Mount, finds João Mario, and he hits the goalkeeper with it, and Forest get it clear. only as far as Silva, who finds Mount. João Mario to Fernandez. Mount is eased out of it, and Lalo comes away with it, and the highlight comes to an end. So can we get a third goal before half time? It's not looking likely. There's currently 5 of us with a +2 goal difference. Nobody's got anything better than that at the moment. So at half time, we're happy. Let's go and offer words of encouragement. So I'm going to say exactly what my assistant manager is advising me to. And we're going to take off the 2 players who are currently not averaging or are not on a 7 or more. So Wijndal can come on for his debut. And we will also take off Raheem Sterling and bring on Evan Nielsen. So let's get out there for the second half. And I'll give Benjamin Sesko until the hour to try and make an impression. And if he doesn't, I'll bring on Moukoko. So Benjamin Sesko is dispossessed. It's played back to Odero, who launches it long. Antonio Silva brings it down, finds Reece James. Into Fernandez, onto Mount. Back to Silva, finds James. Silva into Mount, finds James again. Silva to Mount to James. Those 3 playing it around in a triangle. Bellingham to Fernandez. Into Mount. Bellingham to Botman. We're knocking it around beautifully in triangles at the moment. Fernandez back to Botman. Botman then finds Silva. Botman to Fernandez, on to Bellingham, over the top for João Mario. His cross is met by Benjamin Sesko. So I am now going to change the forward line. So despite scoring, I'm taking him off and giving Moukoko a chance to impress as well. So Lalo to Danilo for Forest. Niakate to Amaro, into Danilo. Ball over the top for Nelson. And the loose ball falls to Jesse Lingard. And he's cut the deficit to 3-1. So we've got 25 minutes left. And I'm going to take Reece James off. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to take Sven Botman off and bring on new signing Doria for his debut. As Moukoko picks the ball up, finds Mount. Evan Nielsen shoots, and it's just high and wide. So into the final 12 minutes of the match. And I'm going to take Fernandez off and bring on Kefren Turam. As Totti finds Danilo to Lello. Infield, but Fernandez intercepts, finds James. Mount crosses halfway. Plays it forward for Moukoko, who's crowded out of it. But Wijndal gives chase, doesn't get there. Papelu to Johnson, who is tackled by Wijndal but retains possession and finds Godfrey. The loose ball falls to Doria, who's given it away. And Nelson back to Danilo. To Totti. Into Lalo. Totti again into Danilo. Ball forward to Nelson, who crosses. And Papelu has found the back of the net and makes it 3-2. But there is a VAR check. The goal's given. So we're going to go yes with the change. Go attacking. And let's demand more as well. And let's just see this over the line. to claim the win. And there we go, full time, Nottingham Forest 2, Chelsea 3. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a home game against Brighton and Hove Albion. Team for this one is Unai Simon in goal, back four is Cucurella, Botman, Silva and James, Bellingham at the base of midfield, Fernandes and Mount ahead of him, Sterling on the left, João Mario on the right and Sesko up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well my assistant is suggesting it's a match we should be winning, make sure we do. I'm going to agree with him again, so we'll pump the fists, go with that, and let's get out there and do it. You have a fantastic record against Roberto De Zerbi. Why do you think that is? I'm only concerned with the future, and our next meeting is the only one that matters. Past is over and done with. And if the run ends in the next match, no one will talk about it. Does being unbeaten in 6 matches against Brighton give your team confidence ahead of this one? It's for the media and fans. Chelsea are unchanged. What's your reasoning? I'm confident, they're playing well, and hopefully we can get a result today. So let's get out there and prove it. And the sooner we can get off to a winning start, the better. So let's get a goal to put us on to 6 points and get us back in that top 4. Let's demand more. We've shown nothing yet in terms of highlight worthy attacks, so demanding more seems like the right option. Nearly half an hour in, we have had 2 shots on target, neither of which was worthy of a highlight, so we're demanding more again. Sterling comes forward but gives the ball away. Mount into João Mario, and that's a save from Robert Sanchez, so we'll get a corner out of it. And it's Botman with the left-footed in-swinging corner into the middle, headed away. Mount will get there, plays it to João Mario, out to the right-hand side. He's found Botman, who crosses to the far post. Sterling's downward header, and Sesko finds the back of the net. Question marks over offside. Genuinely don't think so. The goal's given. It is Chelsea 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. And that will lift us into the top 4. It does. But only in 4th place. It is very early days in terms of worrying about league position though. The only thing we care about is we're on maximum points as it stands, and the assistant has nailed it again. So we'll pump the fists and agree with him, and let's check whether we need to make any substitutions. I'm going to take Bellingham off. Aggressive, I don't want him getting sent off. So Thuram, I think, is the right option. And do I want to take anybody else off? I'm going to take Cucurella off and bring Windle on. And let's get out there for the second half. And on the hour mark, I'm going to take Benjamin Sesko off again. Maybe even slightly earlier than that. Botman to Silva. Finds James onto Mount. Sesko to James. João Mario. Dispossessed. Mount loses out. Sarmiento for Brighton into Gross. Correa to Gross. Lamptey Diagonal ball to Sarmiento. His ball in, and it falls to Davis, and Alexis McAllister finds the back of the net. It's 1-1, so I'll make that change now. We'll get... who can we bring on? In fact, it's going to have to be Evan Nielsen, as that one goes just wide. And in terms of defenders, I'm going to have to take Reece James off and bring Vanderson on. So at the moment, really disappointed with how things are going. Mount with the free kick though. Dangerous position, and he's found the back of the net, restoring our lead. It is Chelsea 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. So that is a great free kick and a great way to take the lead. João Mario I'm going to take off for our final change and bring on Abde. Simon to Silva, into Mount, Silva to Vanderson, into João Mario, back to Silva, Enzo Fernandez to Thuram, Silva to Vanderson, on to João Mario, Enzo Fernandez over the top for Evan Nielsen, and he's offside. So we've got 20 minutes to hold on for the 3 points, and fingers crossed, with about 5 minutes or so to go, we'll go attacking to try and see things out, as Holding takes the free kick to Johnson, who gives it straight back to him. Holding to Sanchez in the Brighton goal, who launches it long. Vendel wins his header. Thuram to Botman. Botman back to Simon in goal. Finds Antonio Silva. Into Vanderson. Mount drifts out wide. Plays it back to Silva. Infield to Thuram. Fernandez to Mount. To Abde. And I think Abde's okay. I think he's onside. And it is Chelsea 3, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. And that absolutely wraps up the win. And keeps us on maximum points. So Vendel's throw in to Silva. To Fernandez. Thuram. Diagonal ball for Abde on the right. Beats his man, pulls it back to Mount, and Sanchez makes the save. So into the final minute of added time. Correa for Brighton, dispossessed by Vanderson. Correa though gives it straight to Silva, who finds Mount. Fernandez, long ball forward, no one chases it, and Holding heads back to Sanchez. Holding now to Kozlowski. Dunk, diagonal ball out to the left and straight out of play. We've got about half a minute to go, leading 3-1. It shouldn't be any problem at all. Silva to Vendel, into Sterling. Evan Nielsen's flick on is going to go out of play for a goal kick, and that will be the last action. Indeed it is, full time then. Chelsea 3, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the Premier League table, and with 2 wins out of 2, we find ourselves only 5th in the Premier League because a lot of teams have already played 3 matches. So let's take a look now at when we're going to come back for the next instalment. And I think I'll bring you back for Manchester City and Southampton in mid-September. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.